Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This week I decided that it's time to change my bangs. They've been white for, not actually that long, probably about maybe a month or so, but for me that feels like a long time. So I'm bored and I feel like it's time for a change, and I'm used to doing these bigger colors all over my head anyway, which I've been trying to get away from, which is why it's only the bangs. So I want to change them, and yeah, I have an idea. I'm feeling like I want to do a half and half situation, like this side of them one color, this side another. I'm toying with getting my face frame, not just the front of my hairline. I'm toying with doing this as well, and I think I just might. So yeah, I'm gonna just take you guys through it with me while I do it. I wouldn't really call this a tutorial either, but I will be telling you what I'm using and why I'm doing certain things the way that I'm doing it, because I am a licensed cosmetologist. I'm a professional. I've been doing this for 5 years professionally, so I do have professional products. So this is not a color your hair at home DIY situation. It is only a DIY situation in the context that I'm doing it by myself, but I do know what I'm about to do. So we're gonna try and get this hair, when I lighten it, as light as that hair. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm feeling like if I do a half and half, like a half one color, half another color, then I want the opposites here. So I want the color that's gonna be here, there, and the color that's gonna be here, there. Let's just jump right into it. I'm gonna get all my things together, and I'll see you back shortly. So what I am gonna start off by doing before I do literally anything else is I'm gonna take my bangs down, I'm gonna section out the light hair, and then I'm gonna section out the hairs that I want to be light right here. I think I'm just gonna keep it anything that's living right in front of my ear. I don't wanna go behind it. I don't feel like it. And the beautiful thing about doing little pieces around the front is that typically these hairs are softer and finer on most people, which means that they will lift better. So, and by lift I mean they'll lighten better. So yeah, I'm gonna go get a little rat tail comb, and we're gonna section it out, and then we'll regroup once I've done that, and then I'll show you what I'm using on my head. Okay guys, so I have taken my hair down. Please ignore the weirdness that my bangs are doing. They've been up, obviously. So now I'm just gonna, I've sectioned out the front here on both sides, relatively even. I'm not gonna be so picky about it, because realistically, it's not really gonna matter. So I'm actually gonna start with these pieces because they are darker and they are not living right on my scalp. Once I get the lightener or bleach on this, then I'll go in here. But let's just talk about the stuff that I already, that I'm gonna use and what I have. So I've got a color bowl here. I've got a brush. It has a rat tail on the end. It's gonna help me section through my scalp and have a little bit more of a detailed application. And when I'm doing things like this, where the lines are really clean, all the way around, I do want to stay pretty, pretty precise. So I've got that. I used a regular rat tail to section it out, and I've got a pair of gloves. I got some foil that I've cut. It's just stuff that I had around my house because I didn't get any professional foil, because foil's foil, and that's what I have here. So I also have my my lightener. I'm using Trust Blanc Blonde for my lightener, and it lifts up to 7 levels. That's what it says. I know that my hair will lift pretty light. It doesn't have to be like this. It's probably gonna be more yellow, more warm than what this is, just because I've lightened this a bunch of times, so there's really not there's not really pigment left in you know, these bangs because I got rid of all of it. But there definitely is pigment left here. So I'm gonna see what I can get out of this. My goal is to use warmer colors, so I don't think it's really gonna matter. But I'm gonna put this in my bowl and then I'm gonna mix it with my developer. I'm gonna use 20 volume because I know that my hair will lift with that. It's just gonna take a little while, but I'd rather do it slowly and safely than quickly and break my little hairs off. Because I definitely don't want that. So I'm gonna put my lightener in my bowl. I'm a professional, so please don't be like, oh my God, what are you doing? Like, I know what I'm about to do to myself, and I know what can happen, and it's not gonna be one of those fail videos. It's just gonna be like a transformation. So I'm actually gonna like move these bangs out of the way real quick so I can actually like see what's happening over here and get like the little fluffy guys out of the way. Okay, I got a little barrette, so I'm just gonna, oh, okay. Oh, shit. I do actually have to take my glasses off because the foils are gonna sit like right there. Damn it. Okay, so now I'm blind again. You guys know what that means. I was blind in my last video, I'm blind in this video. So I'm just gonna do one of these. And I'm also gonna hit the root later. I'm gonna use my ear as a clip because I can. So I'm gonna get my gloves on. We don't want no chemical burns in here. Got my gloves on. And I'm just gonna put some lightener on this little piece that I have out here. Actually, I could probably go with a little more hair. I'm just gonna paint on this lightener about a ½ inch away from my root. Just get it on there. And like I said, professional, so I know what I'm doing here. I've been bleaching my own hair for a very, 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 very long time. Ever since I actually learned how to do it properly. That's how long I've been doing it for. Okay, so don't come for me. Now I've got this other piece. I'm gonna put the lightener on that one. Also, I'm right-handed. I'm putting it on my left side, so it's a little weird. And if you can tell, I'm also like sort of smushing it up a little bit to the root area because I'm gonna go back later and hit that after this is lifted to a certain level because the head has more heat, and by the head I mean the scalp, has more heat than your ends because it's not touching anything that's like living. Now we get our foil because we want to incubate the heat, okay? Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put the lightener on the other side first because I need to feel with my bare hands where the foil is gonna lay, and I can't do that. I can't touch everything with my lightener hands, unfortunately. Okay. This is gonna be the foil for this side. Plop this in here, okay? I'm trying to give these hairs the best chance in terms of like getting as light as the top. And by the top, I mean my little bangs. So I'm trying to get them as light as possible. Okay, so I've got my foils in. They're right here, right up on my face. I'm going to let this sit for like 20 minutes at first, and then I'm gonna come and check if they are like a normal sort of macaroni and cheese yellow. That's good. We'll put the root on at that point, and I'll come back in and check with you then. See you soon. Okay guys, so I'm back, and I was going to leave the lightener on these pieces while I did the root, but I realized I wanted to show you something because I have a feeling that a lot of people, when professionals tell them, you know, oh, we can't get you that light today, or whatever it is, I want to show you why that is, or at least why when you think your color has faded or it's been a long time, so it's probably gone, why it's still not gone, okay? So I'm gonna get a little bit close to you. Now, remember these hairs, this hair here, number one, obviously it's shorter. So when I bleached this, it was virgin hair, and I did it twice in order for it to be this light, okay? This is how light you want your hair to be in order for it to look white all the time, or at least ashy. This is how light you want it to be when you want silver, white, pastels, whatever it is. So I've been living in like the whiter, you know, I like the contrast, so that's where I've been living. And this is what my bangs are. And I can keep up with that because, you know, it's fine. But these pieces, let me show you, let me get this out of the way. I'm gonna take my glasses off too. These pieces over here, oh boy. It had been, oh, I don't know. I decided to grow my hair out a couple, like last year around this point, and I just want to show you what I mean by like virgin hair, not virgin hair, and why when someone tells you you might not be able to lift or you might not be able to get that light today, why that is if you've had permanent color in your hair. So I'm gonna get really close, okay? You see how this is yellow? You know, obviously it's very yellow. That is fine. This is my virgin hair. Now down here, you see how that's like bronze and like kind of gross looking? That is because when I decided I was gonna grow my natural out, I did an overall like glaze over my whole head. I did a glaze and it wasn't even a permanent color. This is not even like permanent, and it's still like bronzy, okay? This is sort of what I wanted to show you because I'm a professional, okay? And I've been doing this for a long time, and I'll show you, by me showing you this, when people tell you, oh, you know, your hair is too dark, or potentially like, you know, you think that your permanent color, you did it like 2 years ago or a year ago, that it's out of your hair now. It is not out of your hair. It's never been out of your hair. The only way to get this out is to lift it out enough, which I will be doing, is to lift it out enough, or if you decide that you want to just cut it off. I thought about it, and I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna see what I can like lift out a little bit more. So I'm gonna hit the very ends down here, the root everywhere, and we'll let that sit for about 20, and then once that's sat for about 20 minutes, then we'll hit like the rest of this like warmer yellow, even though it's not like the most necessary thing. It's not the most necessary thing for me to do because I know that the colors that I'm intending on using, which I will show you once the lift is finished, I don't need them to be that light, but you generally want to have like a consistent lift if you're gonna do certain colors, okay? So I'm gonna turn you guys back off. I'm gonna put some product on the very ends here and on my root all the way around, and then I'll come back and show you what that looks like. Okay, just coming back to show you what I look like while I'm sitting here. I put the foil on everything so that it keeps my head warm because warmth means lift and I want it to be light. So I'm gonna periodically check on it and see if I need to like, you know, resaturate or anything like that. So I'm just gonna chill, probably, I don't know. We're gonna go for 30 at first and then we'll see what we've gotten from there. Like I said, I did the ends. I left out the middle where it's a little bit lighter there. And once the root area gets light enough, I'll probably pull it through again there. Just why not get it as light as possible. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'll check back in about a half hour and we'll see. Okay, I'm just showing up to give you a little sneak peek. My bangs are all rolled up. They're not gone, they're just rolled up. So it's lighter now. I'm gonna go rinse it out and blow dry it, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I am back. Sorry if the lighting is a little bit funky. It's nighttime and I've got a lot of lights on to compensate for it. So I just finished rinsing everything out. And I'm gonna show you some things before I get too far ahead of myself. Okay, so my roots did them. They're done. They look great. Even on that, like that looks pretty good too. I will say though, the ends, This is why we always tell people, like, just because you think your hair color or your permanent color is out, it's not out, it's never out. So what I'm gonna do is get my two other color, well, my new colors that I wanna use. I'm gonna get my two colors that I wanna use, and I'm going to put them in the bowls, and then I'll show you what I've got going on and like what I'm planning here. I mean, I already told you what I'm planning, but you know what I mean. I'll be right back. Now I've got my color. I have Lightning Bolt by Guy Tang. I really don't need a whole lot. I'm gonna squeeze it in, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like. Don't need a lot, just a little bit. Anyway, so this is what we're working with. I'm gonna do a lovely, you'll see when I blow dry it. You'll see when I blow dry it, I'm gonna do a lovely yellow on, I think, this side, and then pink on that side. I'm gonna do yellow on one side and pink on the other side. So I'm gonna section that out, and then I'll be right back. Gloves on. I'll just glove at this point. Okay, but also since this color is not, it's a direct dye, which essentially means it's pure pigment. There's nothing in it that's gonna lift, which is why you need it to be pretty light in order for it to look true to tone for like the swatch or the picture of the color that you're seeing. So I have it, you know, as light as I can get it. These dark hairs that are in there are not gonna be affected whatsoever by this yellow because my hair is too dark naturally to do anything about it. So I've got a little bit of it on my brush, and I'm just gonna get right into it. Oh, yeah. Those of you that do know me know that this is like the signature, like a bright yellow is like my signature color if I'm gonna do anything that's a color. I'm just gonna hit my root first, and then I'll go through and pull it through everything.
I'm sorry if I'm out of the frame, but I'm not wearing my glasses, so I can't see, and I need to be able to see.
Oh, I'm so excited to do something different. It's been so long.
Oh shit.
I realized I fucked my idea up. Oh well. I forgot to do this different than that. Oh well. I'm gonna do the same thing over here, but I'm gonna get real close, okay? This is the pink in the bowl. It's nice. This is the brush. Okay, now that that's on like that, I am going to saturate. That's the word of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Saturate. Okay, guys. It is now and officially on there. Okay, timer is on for 20 minutes. But I'll check back in with you shortly. Okay, guys, so it's all rinsed out. And I love it. Oh, girl. And I've got to say, I think this has got to be one of the best blowouts I've ever given myself. I'm feeling like very 70s. I'm feeling very bouncy. If you want to see how to get a blowout similar to this, or just like how to give yourself a good one and with some volume and some zhuzh, let me know. I'll put it right into my list of things to do. Okay, guys, that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I'll leave all the stuff, all the products below. I'll see you next time. Bye.